Welcome back, Sports Tonight on Channels Television. We're broadcasting live from our sports center in Lagos, Nigeria. We want you to be part of the discussion. Let's talk about the CAF Confederation Cup and how AIMBA welcomed their fans. I told their fans, look, we are back by beating Kara Brazzaville to qualify for the quarterfinals and also top Group C. I'm seeing a lot of exciting messages. Let's keep them coming on Twitter, Channels_Sports, Facebook, Channels-Sports. Yes, AIMBA, they are part of the Nigeria Professional Football League, but they've not been busy. And you listen to Coach Abdallah saying that also affected their play. Well, the league management company, the LMC, and the 20 clubs in the Nigeria Professional Football League, we meet tomorrow in Abuja. What's going down there? They want to discuss on the state of top flight football in the country. This followed the directives of the Nigeria Football Federation to the LMC to seek options that ensuring a credible conclusion of the 2017-2018 season. Officials have said that the October 15 deadline set by CAF for countries to submit names of their representatives for next season Champions League and Confederation Cup will form a major part of the meeting. Yes, Joseph, they need to talk. It looks like it's going to be very difficult, but what has to be done needs to be done.
Yeah, they need to talk, and the initial formula they came out with, and that was totally unrealistic. I mean, to run that number of games, that number of weeks will be very, very difficult. So at some point, they really need to look at everything. I mean, I'm glad that the club owners are in the meeting so that they can also discuss various possibilities and concessions and decisions, because it's quite disturbing. I mean, this shows a pure lack of foresight. I mean, they shouldn't have allowed this to deteriorate up to this point.
Someone wasn't thinking about league football.
It was just the World Cup. It was just the World Cup. And now that the World Cup is over with leadership tussle coming up, it's really a very messy situation. But I love the fact that the relevant parties are meeting, because they really need to arrive at a decision that is fair to every party involved.
You know, Bong, is there any way out of this? Because I keep seeing the difficulty in it.
Austin, look, I look at the situation and it's quite messy, and honestly, you cannot blame the league management company, because I don't think they foresaw that this was going to happen. Nobody expected the messy situation with the Nigerian Football Federation to happen. But having said that, I still do not understand why the league did not continue as soon as Nigeria got knocked out of the competition. We had a break for the World Cup.
Why was it stopped anyway?
There you go.
Why didn't the league start?
Again, yeah.
I mean, you could understand.
That's the World Cup.
Yeah, exactly.
Divided attention.
You could understand that you wanted the players to have a feel of the World Cup, sit down at home and watch football and watch some of their heroes and some of their legends and all of that. But why the league did not resume immediately after Nigeria got knocked out, I will never know. I will never know. It's something that, because at this point, if the league had resumed, we would have had at least 2 or 3, 4 weeks. Now, at this point, Austin, we've got to be very pragmatic, because we need 2 representatives before October 15. One from the league. We're not even talking the ITO Cup. We're not even talking the ITO Cup, because
it's a major issue.
Someone has to represent Nigeria on
from
the
that platform.
I've had people tell me, can't we just exempt ourselves from the continent next year? That's a possibility. But I'm also thinking, somehow we've got to get representatives out there. Somehow we've got to get representatives out there. How about we play 6 more matches? 24 matches have been played. How about we play 6 more matches? It is absolutely unfair on the players and the football clubs and everyone involved in the running of our league to have a league being run, matches being played on Sunday and Tuesday and Friday and Saturday. It is unrealistic, like Joseph said. So we've got to find a way to ensure that nobody will sit down at home and say, oh, come on, we didn't get a fair chance. After 24 matches, if you play 6 more weeks now, you'll be having 30 match days. And someone realistically would say, okay, 30 match days is fair enough. Under the situation, that may be fair, Austin. For us to even think of playing the remaining 14 matches, it will never happen.
I don't know, let's take the discussion to social media. How to read from you. What's your take if you've been following Nigerian football and when the league was paused? Nigeria crashed out of the World Cup June the 26th to the 28th.
26th, yes, 26th.
After we played Argentina.
Yeah,
so the World Cup ended July 15th.
What are we doing?
Maybe they felt that there was no way we were going to start immediately. Some of them felt that we were going to go beyond the group stage of the World Cup.
And again, some of the officials were busy with the World Cup.
Absolutely. Now, that was the mainstay. LMC practically packed up, because of the World Cup. I mean, I don't see how we're going to get out of it. It's really, really messy. But I'm glad that the parties are meeting. I expect some really, really strange, conclusion to come out of it. But right now, possibilities, really scary.
This guy is Joseph and Nyobong. They're not motivating me. So you come. Let's go to our social media platform. I want to read from you. What's the way out of this? The league management company and, of course, the 20 MPFL clubs will be meeting tomorrow. What do you think they should talk about? What's the way out of this for Nigeria and what has been described as a messy situation? We brought it upon ourselves, by the way, so we should take ourselves out of it. So talk to us on Twitter channels, _sports, Facebook channels, #sports, hashtag League Football in Nigeria. Let's get that conversation going. But before we leave Nigeria, let's go to Abuja. And I'd like to let you know that 12 nations have registered for the 2018 Under-21 Men's Volleyball Championship that will take place in Nigeria. 12 nations have said, look, we are coming to Nigeria. Don't forget that the under-20 women's team, they are in Nairobi, Kenya, competing, lost their first match to Cameroon and then defeated the host nation and now second in the group. But let's just run through the countries that have shown interest for the men's under-21 African Nations Volleyball Championship. We love talking about these other guys that we don't talk about often. And this gives us joy. So Nigeria, we host this. Egypt, Tunisia, Congo, Chad, Burkina Faso, Rwanda, Guinea. So if you even see the countries that are coming, it gives you joy, particularly these North Africans that are doing so much for their volleyball. It's volleyball. We're talking about it. It's heartwarming.
Yeah, absolutely. I just love generally the surge of tournaments that we are hosting in Nigeria these days. We've done athletics, we've done wrestling, we've done cricket, and now we are doing volleyball. And all these things will help in at least increasing the quality of infrastructural facilities that we have, and help the grassroots as well. I love that the fact that it's under 20, under 21, and I just hope that we'll go there at that level. This developmental stage, the aim is not to win. Go there with the real under 21s so that they can progress, to the next level and not just get to 25 years old. And then by the time he's supposed to be a full-time national team player, he's already, developing pot bellies. So they should just take advantage of this situation now and, host this tournament successfully. Make the talents that will come from this tournament, make sure they have the necessary experience, exposure, to grow and get to the highest level of their career.
The Confederation of African Volleyball have confirmed that the arrival date for the championships is on the 10th of September. So put that down, information that you can use. 10th of September, teams will start arriving while the second meeting will hold on the 11th of September. The championship itself will take place for 7 days from the 12th till the 19th of September 2018, and all the teams are expected to leave the country on the 20th of September 2018. What if those Egyptian guys want to leave 2 days after? What's wrong with it? But in your bunk, it's good. For me, it's good. It's age grade. It's good that we can compete. But I love the fact that it will give us another opportunity to host and see how to make things right.
Absolutely, it's wonderful. And in all honesty, it's said that one good turn deserves another. And we're getting a spate of opportunities to host international competitions, and it's something that we should take advantage of. It's something that we should look at and really build on, because it's an opportunity to expose yourself to managerial level, to be able to organize competition and expect a level of organization that you see on international meets. And it's something that we can build on. I'm really pleased that we're getting an opportunity to host it, but I'm really worried, Austin. The notice to host this competition came a couple of weeks ago, 12th August, and for a competition that was just would be starting just a month after. So let's see. I hope it's not haphazard. I hope it's not something that we just do a rush of blood to the head. It's something that will take time and do, even though we do not have the time. But I'm happy that we're hosting competitions like this. Our officials are gaining experience, because it's something that you want to get on your CV as an official, to be able to be involved in top international competitions.
That's right. So we're looking forward to that tour. Remember, it will start from the 12th and run till the 19th right there in the city of Abuja. It's volleyball, men's under 21, the women's under 20. They are right there in Nairobi, also representing the country. Tomorrow we will compile all of the results and what is going down there, and we'll give it to you right here on the show.